What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Q&A video, which you probably know about if you've been following. I'm going to answer all of the questions you guys have asked me in that video. Should look like this. If you didn't enter the giveaway, that's alright. Plenty of giveaways to come. I am going to announce the winner for the 600 subscriber giveaway in this video. Good luck to all, and thank you so much for the support as well. This is meant to be a 600 subscriber giveaway, but we grew really fast from that. I'm very surprised. I announced this giveaway last week, I think, and we're already nearly at 800 subscribers. So as promised, I will announce a 700 subscriber giveaway. That will be a Vivid Voltage related giveaway. I haven't forgotten about it. So yes, we passed 700. I will announce another giveaway very soon, within the next week or so. And if for some reason we hit over 800 by that time, then I will announce that too. So it's all you guys, you know. I want to reward people for, you know, the continued support, and, you know, for the new subscribers, thanks so much. This could be a long video. Probably a good video to listen to, like a podcast style, in your car if you're driving to work or walking your dog or whatever. I don't want to take too much of your time, so I'll announce the winner for the giveaway and then I'll smash out the questions. I do want to give a good response to all questions, but I will try to rapid fire it and go really quick. So I'll have my phone out and go through the comments, each one, and yeah. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with some questions first, and then I'll announce the winner of the giveaway somewhere in this video. Don't worry, it won't be at the very end. It might not be even in the middle. It might be after like 5 or 10 questions or so. Let's get started. So we have Chef Grey with a Scyther. That's a pretty cool emoji, or whatever you want to call it, display pic. So he says, do you think XY booster boxes will go down, like Flashfire or Phantom Forces? Even base set is dollars. Would a XY full collection rise in value? Alright, awesome vids, bro. Thank you so much, Mr. Chef. My opinion, and obviously all this will be my opinion, so I'm going to give the best advice as I can, and you know, a lot of investment questions here to come, so if you are interested in investing and stuff, then feel free to listen to everyone else's questions. But XY booster boxes, I've made several videos about booster boxes in general, how they don't really go down in price. The only time they really do go down in price is when they reprint, and even for that is a short period of time when that supply dries out as well. So my opinion is that they won't go down. XY is quite old now, in a sense. I guess some of them seem like it's modern, like Evolutions, even though it's not. That's at least 4 years old. You know, the recent sets are Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon. That's what are on most people's minds. And same with Pokemon. You know, they're looking for the future. They're not really looking to reprint older sets, but I do say anything is always possible with modern stuff. XY booster boxes though, even Sun and Moon, I have that same feeling. Those prices won't really see a dip unless more supply comes out there. So that is my opinion on that. Would a XY full collection rise in value? If you're talking about cards, cards do tend to fluctuate. But if you're talking about like complete sets, is that what you're talking about? Some sets do rise in value. I was gonna do a video all about sets and completing sets, because if you guys don't really know, I do collect sets. I am a binder collector as well, and yeah, sets do rise in value, but I'd say they're more of a collectible. They have a collection purpose, not really an investment purpose. That's the whole point of collecting the sets, opening up the packs and filling up a binder is not really for investing. It's more for because you want to complete that set. And I think I'll go into that a bit deeper in a separate video, but hopefully that answers your question in regards to booster boxes. I don't think they'll go down. Flashfire, Phantom Forces, unless more comes out, and even if that does happen, it will just dip. I don't think it will go, permanently down prices or anything like that. So moving on. All right, so this is Jasper Landman. I'm in for the giveaway. My question, if you want to sell cards, what site is good to use? Plenty of good sites out there selling cards. I use Facebook Marketplace. You can use eBay. You can use... it depends where you are in the world. I think some places... I've seen some American YouTubers talk about other places, but I don't honestly... I live in Australia, so my go-to places are like Gumtree, which is kind of like Craigslist. I don't actually use that much, but I've heard people do. I'm more of an eBay and a Facebook guy. Those are the best places. And then PWCC does like some higher end auctions and stuff like that. If you're into that, but those are probably the most reliable sites. eBay's probably the most trusted one. You can look at the ratings and all that stuff there, so very easy to use as well. With Facebook and all those social media stuff like Instagram and stuff, if you know the right people, you're going for reputable sellers, or because what's your question? If you want to sell cards, all right, yeah. So if you build up a reputation, it's easier to sell. Because sometimes you don't even need a post. You'll have people asking you. I have people asking me, sending me messages, do you have anything for sale and stuff like that. So if you do have a bit of a platform, Instagram, Facebook and stuff like that, I'd use those. So, okay, hopefully that answers your question. Absolute ditto, cool. My question, do you buy missing cards for your collection from card shops, or do you try to pull all of them yourself? I do not try to pull all of them myself, only because that can be really expensive. And when you're completing sets, especially the latest sets, the modern sets, they're like huge, right? And if you're going to pull every single card, it can take a long time. And I was also going to do a video on this as well, which I probably will. Definitely a good question. I think it's too expensive to be pulling everything yourself. I know the big YouTubers like to do that, and they like to talk about it, saying, I don't buy stuff, I just like to pull everything. But it's each to your own and stuff. They also have that capital, they also have that money to spend on it, and it adds to their content. And most of my content is more of this investing questions and topics, Pokemon related, obviously. But I used to do a few pack opening stuff, but it does get quite expensive. I do buy a lot of singles nowadays if I'm completing sets. So that's how I complete it. I might open up a booster box or an elite trainer box or one or two products, and then whatever's left, I will go for singles. I think that's the best way to do it. Cheapest way anyway. So moving on. Good question. All right. AJ Prakash. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Congrats, love that there's an Aussie PokeTuber. Would love to know what you're looking forward to in 2021. Okay, so I'll answer that first. The 25th anniversary set Pokemon's releasing. Any new sets? 4.5 apparently is coming out. And just what Pokemon's going to do in general. Like, I'm hearing big things, but that's what I'm looking forward to. Expensive cards and stuff. Collectible cards, more amazing rares, stuff like that. Also, what are your thoughts on Pokemon Long in the future? It's interesting that people who were kids in the 90s are paying big bucks now. What about in 10 to 20 years? Okay, well, another big video topic. I love these questions, by the way. So, 90s kids are paying big bucks now because those are the cards that are big bucks. And it's taken 20, 25 years for them to get to big bucks. Because even if you looked back 10, 15 years ago, they weren't that expensive. Or even last year or a couple years ago, like they were less than half what they are now. 10 to 15 years from now, if Pokemon keeps doing what they're doing and, everything is the same, which nobody really can tell. By the looks of things, like everything's really healthy, everything looks really strong. 10 to 15 years from now, there'll be another generation of people coming back in, whether, or, some of us are still going to be here, some of us won't be. But I think there'll be more people from, all right, what's 10 to 15 years? The 10-year-olds now that are watching all these Unlisted Leave, Lean Hard and all that, and they might get back into the game. They might be like, oh, when I was 10, I used to watch this guy and he was opening up Sun and Moon and stuff like that. And then 10 to 15 years now from then, they're going to be 25. They'll have a job. They probably want to be like, well, I want to open up Sun and Moon. So that's, a lot of people's theories are when we're investing in this modern stuff right now, 10 to 15 years time from now, the kids opening them now will be like wanting them later. I can see the same concept because they're relating that to Watsy, how we're doing it. But obviously there's a lot more print nowadays and a lot more people investing. So who knows if the prices are going to stay as strong as they are. And if those kids are actually going to come back to it. Because in 10 to 15 years time, there could be plenty of other things, 20 years ago, there wasn't any like PlayStation stuff. It wasn't Xbox 5 or PlayStation 4 or iPhone, blah, blah. Everything's the technology has changed so much. And in another 10 to 15 years, who knows what the technology is going to be? Maybe there won't be any cardboard cards, There could be like digital cards or something like that, which they already do. Obviously, the cardboard is just on another level. It's like you're holding it. It's tangible. So my predictions is I think it's healthy right now. It looks like it's going to continue on. It looks like those kids are going to come back. Well, you'd think so because of, all the hype and all that. And yeah, that's my thoughts. Actually, leave your thoughts down below. What do you guys think? Do you reckon that's a possibility? A lot of people have said that. It'd be good if it was true and if it will happen. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Thanks for the question. Next one, loving the content, man. My question is, what is your most nostalgic memory of opening Pokemon packs or your most memorable pack? This is Nura Collects. All right. Well, my question, nostalgic memory. Okay. Fossil pack is probably my most memorable one. And that's also goes down to my memory, my nostalgic memory, is because it was my birthday. I don't even remember how old I was turning, but I know I was in primary school. I might have been grade 4 or 5. So if I was grade 4 or 5, I might have been like 10 to 12 years old. Pokemon was kind of big at that time, but it was kind of slipping off. I had a small birthday party, like 4 or 5 friends, and they also asked me, what do you want? I said booster packs, Pokemon booster packs, and most of them were Fossil. I think I had a Team Rocket and maybe a Neo Genesis or a Neo pack, and yeah, I just really liked it. I looked at those cards all day. I opened the pack straight away. That's probably my most nostalgic memory. Another memory would be a friend of mine. He got too old for Pokemon, or he didn't like it, and he gave me all of his cards. And we were still in primary school at that time, and he would tell me I'll bring it tomorrow, and then he'd forget, and then I'd come to school like really excited, waiting for him to bring it and for me to get it. But once he got it, it might have taken him a week or two. Once I actually got it, I was just like, whoa, like all these cards I've never seen before, because my parents never bought packs and stuff. So for him to give me all these cards, like a lot of them, it was probably like complete sets, but it was all of his cards. He didn't want it anymore, and for free, right? So I thought that was really cool. Another memory, I know I'm sharing a lot, but my best friend, still my best friend right now, he gave me my first Pokemon card, and that one card I traded for 2 cards. I was more of a businessman back then as well. I didn't keep it because I wanted more cards. So I traded 1 card for 2, and then I kept doing something like that until my collection grew and grew and grew. And I didn't care how many I had. I used to go to sleep thinking about, one day when I have a job and I can afford these things, I'd be buying booster packs. And how much is a booster pack? $5. How many packs would I buy for $100? And I just do the math like a nerd. That's what I used to think about. Those are some of the memories that I have, and Fossil would be the one that I remember. Thanks for the question. Alrighty guys, it is time for the giveaway. Just a reminder, these are the cards that you're going to win if you do win. A couple GXs. We got the Mega Camera Robbed. And we also got some earphones. And a coin. So that's all up for grabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. 1 jumbo card. A couple earphones, brand new, and a coin. So, thanks to everyone who commented. This is the video link for the video. I'm gonna copy that. Vegito says hi. And so copy the video link. It is being copied. And we are gonna go to random comment picker. Use this heaps of times for my giveaways. Really cool, really easy. So I'm gonna paste it into here. That's the YouTube link. Filter duplicate users, just in case people are spamming. Include replies to comment, blah, blah, nah. All right, so get YouTube comments. Let's see how many. Can you hear my baby in the background? Amount of unique commenters, 70. So we got about 70 questions to go through. Yeah, quite a lot. Might have to do this in parts. Anyway, here, start raffle and pick a random winner. Let's see who it is. Who's the winner? B. Zales. Congratulations on 600. What got you into Pokemon investing? Awesome. Hey man, you won it. Let me know where you live. You can contact me on my socials. It's in the description box, or you can even just comment on the video if you want to. And this is all yours. Congrats. Let's continue on with the questions. Plenty to go through. And yeah. Skirt them up. All right. What is your all-time favorite Pokemon? What about starter Pokemon? All-time favorite is very hard. I'm one of those people that struggle to pick one. Because there's so many, all right? But if you can see my logo, Addictive Me, the guy there is probably my all-time favorite. His name is Primeape. The reason why he's actually my favorite, I'm not sure if I shared this before, but he's my favorite because of that one episode that I used to watch when I was a kid where he catches Primeape. Ash catches Primeape. But it started off with Mankey, and they pissed him off. And he evolved into Primeape, and Team Rocket, Ash, Misty, Brock, they were all trying to take down Primeape. And they just couldn't because he was too beast. He was taking down everybody. Oh, it was so good. And I'm that type of kid, you know, I'm a guy. I'm just like, whoa, this guy's just like OP. Like, he's strong. Like, he's taking down Team Rocket. They had like 5 Pokemon all at once try to get him. He's just smashing them all. And he only got defeated because he got tired eventually, and also Charmander evolved into Charmeleon, and that's the only reason why he couldn't take down Primeape. You know, Charmeleon was pretty cool too, that episode. But that's why he's my favorite. When it comes to starter Pokemon, also very difficult. I'm not a Charizard trained person. Like, Charizard's cool and all, but he's not my favorite starter. Out of the original 3, I'd say Blastoise probably, you know, or Squirtle to Blastoise, and all-time favorite starter might be Feraligatr, because I played that game so much. Pokemon Silver, that was my favorite. Or Typhlosion, like Typhlosion, Feraligatr. I used to use those two. Meganium was just too weak, to be honest, in that game. So, you know, it's tough to pick, but, you know, it'd be somewhere between those guys. Thanks for the question. What was your first card you invested in? Keep it up, fam. That's from Andre Scheller. The first card I invested in is probably on this channel very early on. I think it was a first edition PSA 9 Dark Blastoise. I'm pretty sure that's my very, very first investment. And I remember paying like $100 for it. And I was just like, $130, something like that. And I was just like, whoa, like really scared. Like $130 on one card. Like, that was big money for me back then. But Apparently now it's worth like 2,500 to 3 grand or whatever like that. I don't know if those are real numbers, but I have seen a few people trying to sell the exact same card for that much. I don't really look into the prices all the time, but that was my very first investment last year. And, you know, spending that much was always scary. So if you haven't invested much, or, you know, you're buying your very first investment and you're worried, it's just like, take that shot. Like when my biggest investment, I don't know if anyone's asked me this, but is the Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, all PSA 10. And I paid $350 for that. The video is still on the channel, but that was my first. That was really, I couldn't sleep that night because I paid $350 for 3 cards. I was like, that's a lot of money. Like, I don't know. And I kept thinking what else I could have bought with that, you know. But it turned out all right. You know, obviously we all know there's been some sold listings of a Venusaur selling for like 7,000. I don't even know if that's a thing, but I know it's definitely worth 2 to 3 grand because that's what the going rate was not too long ago. So great investment, obviously, and yeah. So that's my first investment. Thanks for the question. Let's see, Be Zealous. Hopefully I'm saying these things right. All right, congrats on 600. What got you into Pokemon investing? Pokemon. When I was a kid, loved Pokemon. Watched this anime, played the video games. So you know, I guess I'm a very nostalgic kind of person. I like memories. I like going back in time and stuff. So you know, Pokemon. And what got me into Pokemon investing? So yeah, Pokemon. Very easy to get into. I think a lot of kids got into it. Once it got popular in school, it took off from there. But with investing, I watched SM Pratt and ZNG. I actually started making investing videos last year as well. They weren't too popular because I don't think many people were thinking about that at that time. And I wasn't sure, but I kept going, and obviously it's taken off now. A lot of investing channels, a lot of people watching. So that's kind of what got me into it, watching those guys and seeing values. And, you know, I'm a very money person, but I also like the cards. So it's a win-win, you know. It's kind of like stock market, only more fun. But, yeah, that's what got me into it. Thank you. Scroll them up again. I think you asked a few questions. I'm all for that, you know, I don't mind. What do you think is the best set for someone to start collecting Pokemon cards? Well, when it comes to collecting, I've always said just collect what you like, collect what you love. So any set that you like, you know, any set that you're interested in, I think that's the best way to go about it. And not put, like, you know, if you're thinking about sets, just because you might be a 15-year-old, collect the set that is most relevant to you. You know, a lot of people would say go base set, go fossil, because they're like Watsy, they're investable money. But I did mention before about sets. It's like, you know, they're more of a collectible goal than an investable goal. Even though some of them do rise in value, you just got to collect what you like and what you love. If you're investing, that's purely something different. I wouldn't suggest investing in completing sets, but that's my opinion on best sets. The best set is whatever you choose for it to be. And also, if you're collecting like those just in a binder and stuff, it doesn't necessarily have to be sets. Collect the cards that you like. Maybe you like promos. Just collect all promos if you want to do that. I don't really have a particular set in mind for everybody to start collecting. It's all opinionated. It's all based on you guys. So whatever you want to do. Toy Blaster. Do you think the upcoming set Vivid Voltage is a good set to invest in? I've made a few videos on this, and I think it is. Particular cards to mention would be the Amazing Rares. It looks like Amazing Rares are going to continue on. It looks like they're going to try to do all the legendary Pokemon for Amazing Rares. I mean, that's a prediction and an assumption. But obviously, if you didn't watch the latest video I've done, they've released another 3 new Amazing Rares. And that will most likely come to English. I think that's the plan. And I think those are going to be very collectible. So Vivid Voltage is the first set with Amazing Rares, so it has that meaning to it. It also has those, the pre-release Charizard. It has a few things Pikachu-wise as well. A lot of Pikachu collectors out there. So there's going to be people who want those Pikachu cards and those Amazing Rares. So anything with those kind of cards, collectability cards, are most likely the sets that do well investing wise. So those are the ones that hold value and increase in value. So those are the ones you would target, and I think Vivid Voltage is pretty much does that. It has a lot to offer. So that's my thoughts on that. Reed Jupe, this is an OG guy. Whoa, last time I checked you had 670 subs. Yeah, I've grown a lot. Thanks to everyone for that. Since retail Pokemon cards will always be rising in value, probably by $1 or $2 inflation, how do you think it will change the price of specific Pokemon cards being sold? Maybe like people who want to buy specific old vintage sets, or people that just want to get certain new cards. Or will it not really have an impact on the Pokemon market? For example, retail packs were originally $5, but now they are $6. Alright. And then he's got other random questions here. I'll probably answer these first because they're easier. Also, random questions. What's your favorite animal? I like dinosaurs. I know they're not really animals and they're not alive, but dinosaurs were my favorite. I like the strong animals. What's your favorite food? Very hard to answer that. If you're talking about takeaway, maybe KFC. I think most people know, some of the OG guys know that I've worked at KFC for a very long time. So, but that is my top thing. Going back to the animal part, I like dangerous animals like snakes and sharks and lions, like really strong kind of animals. But dinosaurs I love dinosaurs. I know they're not really animals, but they kind of are. Your question, I think inflation's inevitable. Things always change like over time. My salary back in the day, I used to get paid $5.74 an hour, and that was like all right, okay? And now I'm getting paid like $30 to $40 an hour. It's just it's gonna happen. With the packs, $5 to $6. I've even seen $7 to $8. All that does is, I don't think it affects the prices of the cards, but it might affect the people in the community who doesn't want to pay that much, or who think it should be $5 to $6. Cards will hold value depending on what they are, and it's not necessarily because of the pack value. I know it gets a little confusing because the old school packs, like the Wizards of the Coast and the vintage packs, the cards tend to follow the packs and the packs tend to follow the cards. But I think it's a little different when you're talking about later sets, modern sets. With the packs, it's not going to affect the cards. A little bit tricky, that one, but inflation's always going to be around. I don't think that's ever going to go away. Will there come a time where packs are going to be $20 each? I don't think so. I think they'll keep it at maybe $10 maximum. Some of the packs that have grown in value, like black and white sets and stuff, they're like $20 each, $50 each. So they've risen in value, but it hasn't changed the card prices. And maybe that's a delay. And also that's where you can look at undervalued cards versus undervalued packs and stuff. So with modern sets, I don't think it really affects that. But if you're looking at like Skyridge booster packs, for example, or like $1,000, $2,000, like $1,500, but some of the cards are worth only $700. See that there's a bit of a pack difference there. I think there's always that premium of sealed packs, like for vintage. So I think vintage, if you're gonna separate them, you can see there is a very different mindset to it. With the modern stuff, it's just like, well, packs at the shop, buy a $7 pack, open the cards. The cards could be worth $2. It's all chance. You don't know what you're gonna get. It doesn't really affect the card prices. But with older sets or out of print sets, the packs can rise in value, but the cards not necessarily. But generally speaking, the packs rise in value because of the cards. Okay, so it can get really confusing with that. But hopefully that answers your question. And yeah. Okay, next question is from Lambo Ferrari. Love the new haircut, brah. Thank you. Should people start to invest in PSA graded Digimon cards now? Okay, so obviously I focus a lot on Pokemon. I do Dragon Ball Super as well. Digimon, I honestly wasn't really a fan. But from what I can tell, Digimon's picking up. They've got a new TCG coming out. All I could say is early bird gets the worm. I think, Digibud was quite big during its peak. Not quite as big as Pokemon. Not as big as Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't think either. But I think if you're early to the game and you're a true fan, then I don't think it hurts to get some. I know you're a fan, Lambo. So I think, yeah, why not? I reckon get some. Hold on to them, see how they go, because there's a good chance you're onto something there. I'm not gonna pretend I'm an expert or anything like that, but like with Pokemon, true fans, lots of people got back into the game because of pure love for it, not for investing, and then investing became a thing later. So I think if you're a fan of Digimon, why not start collecting them now? Because you like them, and then see how they go later. So that's my response to that. XCM Drunk X. Congrats. What's your opinion on the recent flux of prices on boosters? For WotC boosters, there's been crazy growth with that. But I think they were undervalued for a very long time. It's like I said, it's been 20 to 25 years for them to grow as much as they have. Skyridge booster packs haven't really moved. They've moved a little bit in the past couple years. I think 4 years ago they were like 800 a piece. Now they're 15 to 1600. But during this price hike, they haven't really moved. But stuff like base set were only like $100, $200, within the last year. And they only grew to about $1,000 after the Logan Paul stuff, and maybe like a month ago, they started going up to about $1,000. So I think it was about time. Unfortunately, a lot of people can't really afford that for one pack, and it's hard to justify affording that for one pack. But for the big guns and the big investors, the big collectors, they're gonna do that. So that's my opinion on it. Those are the main boosters that have gone up in price heavily. Some of the black and white, some of the modern sets, they're still affordable. They're not too crazy. They're affordable, but it's like, should I pay $20 for a pack? If you don't have the pack and you want it, it's $20. Chances are later down the line that's going to be $100, and that's just going to be out of your range. All these packs, once upon a time, they were all affordable. They were all cheaper than what they are now. So that's my opinion on it. I think it is what it is. If you're late, if you're early, I'm a booster pack collector. You probably knew that. So yeah, obviously there's packs that I want and I don't have, and I'll be willing to pay the prices of what they are. I mean, I could be angry about it, I could be salty, but it is what it is, and I can't really change it. I can't go back in time. So that's how I feel. Next question. All right, this is from BigFNK Papa 6. I could swear, but we all know what FKN stands for. But glad to see the fresh pineapple cut. Just sussed out a few of your vids. Thanks. Mans was looking wild. It was. My hair was wild. All right, whereabouts in Australia are you? I'm in Melbourne, okay? Having seen Darkness Ablaze being out for a bit now, can we definitely say whether or not there'll be a good hold for the future? Pick me for a giveaway. Congrats on the subs, G. Thanks, man. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. we just did the random giver a couple minutes ago. I don't think it was you, but sorry, man. It's all random. Sorry, it's not me picking. But Darkness Ablaze, I think, as I said before, it really depends on what you're holding. When it comes to sealed booster boxes, they tend to be a very easy hold. If you're talking about cards, the Charizard card, you know, the other cards in the set, you know, they've dipped already in price. Sealed product seems the way to go, the easiest option. I think you'll see growth, but I don't know what kind of growth you're expecting. So I don't know if you watched my previous video where I talked about the Sun and Moon booster boxes and how they gone up in price. Some went up more than others. Some have gone up, but it still would be a hard thing to sell, such as like the Sun and Moon base. You know, that went up in price, but selling that, I don't think it'll be as easy as selling a Cosmic Eclipse or a Unified Minds or a Hidden Fates product, right? So Darkness Ablaze, I think it's sellable, but if you're comparing to something like Champion's Path or Vivid Voltage or some of the later sets coming out now, I think it's movable, but not as movable, okay? That's my thoughts on it. There's really only one big card in that, and you know what it is? It's all about those big cards and the chase cards. So if you're investing in it, be selective. I've got one booster box still sealed. The prices for those are about 175 to 195 in Australia. Don't know where you're from, but that's like a $50 increase in price already. I think people would buy it. Someone would spend that money on it. But moving on, if they were going to pick that booster box or that product over another set, I think they'll pick it over Sword and Shield, base set, Rebel Clash, some of the weaker sets like that. But I don't think it's a top tier kind of set. Always worth to invest a little bit in. I do like to put a little bit here and a little bit there, so it's entirely up to you. If you're purely looking for where the money is, I don't think that's going to be a big hitter, but I think there will be some growth in it. Like any other set, even the weak sets have grown in value. It's just you'd prefer not to get the weakest ones and the ones that are easier to sell. So that's my thoughts on Darkness Ablaze. I think you can hold on to it. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do now is actually probably split this into 2 to 3 videos. I want to give you guys the answers that you deserve, and I don't want to make this video 2-3 hours long. The way I'm going, I think this is like a 45-minute video. I think that's long enough, so we're going to end it there. If I haven't answered your question yet, I'll get to it in the next couple of videos, so look out for those. Hopefully you're keen to hear my responses. Hopefully, even if these weren't your questions, they were still fun to listen to. Plenty of more great content to come. Thanks so much to the new subscribers and the support. Congratulations to the winner of the giveaway. I'll announce the 700 subscriber giveaway very soon. And that's about it, guys. See you in 2 to 3 days' time. Bye.